My name is Roland Thomas. I'm a realtor who made a midlife career change, and I am building my real estate business through YouTube. Let's get it. Got a call coming in now. Hello, this is Roland.
Hey Roland, it's Kaylee. I'm calling about the HEB right here off Twin City Highway. We're launching a video ad featuring one local realtor to the HEB shoppers. So sound like something you'd be interested in?
Which one? Of a Twin City Highway?
The HEB right off South Twin City.
Okay. Yeah.
So we come out to you, we'll shoot a custom commercial highlighting your business, send it over to the HEB shoppers through any apps they gain on their phone. Show them on YouTube, Instagram, Google, Facebook, all the above and more. They see your ad. We can only feature one, so this is an exclusive opportunity. The next step would be just a quick 15-minute Zoom meeting. We'll show you how everything works, and then we can get going from there.
So this is through HEB.
No, through HEB directly now. Well, I'm with the advertising company GeoTarget.
Okay.
I'm working at HEB over in Port Arthur right now.
Okay. Okay. What else is so I guess once I get past that, I mean, are there any fees to partner, or what does the feature look like?
There are going to be some fees. We've got very customizable pricing. We can really work with any budget. We go over all that in that 15-minute Zoom meeting because the pricing is going to depend on your individual needs, of course.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd be interested in hearing what's going on.
Okay, awesome. And so we can go ahead and schedule that. By the end of that meeting, would you also be able to give us the yes or no just so we know if that spot's still available?
Yeah, I'll be able to let you know.
Perfect. So I can schedule you for as soon as 12:15 today. What works for you?
Let me see. Check my calendar real quick. 12:15. Come on, calendar, come up. 12:15. Yep, that should be good.
12:15.
Yeah.
All right.
And what's the name of the company again?
Yeah, I'm with GeoTarget. That's GEO Target, all one word.
Okay.
We'll send you a Zoom invite. What email can I send that to?
You can send it to Roland, ROLAND, C as in Charlie, D as in Delta, T as in Tango, @gmail.
Awesome. So that's RolandCDT@gmail.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. We'll send that invite over to you shortly. If you could just accept it just so we know you got it.
Okay.
And we look forward to meeting with you.
Okay. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks, too.
Okay. All right. Bye. So, like, I just got a call from an ad agency, going to be doing a commercial for, or doing some footage for HEB that's in the area. We gonna see if it's legit. I've because we have a YouTube channel, I've had companies reach out. Now here's the deal: I haven't ever paid to be featured in something, so this makes me think that this is probably just a sales, some kind of sales ploy. I'll hear them out and see what they say. But because I mean, the funny thing, man, being a realtor and you start putting your stuff out there, like I mean, honestly, this is the first time I really have to learn how to say no. Like, for real. It has been a show and a half to really I mean, just doing this thing, like I mean, because your name is out there. You don't want to like block your number, because then you could take your name off any other call list, your number off any other call list. But golly, I mean, I get calls all the time about about all these different referral services, all these things. So, but anyway, what I'm doing is I'm going to be building out my YouTube channel. And so here's man, let me just talk straight, man. Let me sit this down. I think my gimbal doesn't like being still, because it goes bananas. I can feel it shaking. So we've been building a lot of content on for it is shaking like crazy. What is the deal? I don't like that it's doing that. But we've been making a lot of content for Southeast Texas, and it's been slow. Let me just be real. Like I feel like I've hit a tipping point where I'm like, man, we're gonna have to switch gears, focus on another city, something. And I'm thinking about, I guess it's really no more thinking now. I'm going to do it. It started to do research. Starting to put out videos for Houston. One, because I'm from there, and then two, it's not that far from here, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal to go shoot content in Houston. And then there's ways to have both physical assets while I'm there recording, and then also do more of an office, behind the desk videos for content for Houston. So I'm really thinking about that. Like I really want to know what are y'all thoughts with just with pivoting, right? One thing in business, man, I'm trying not to. I get a little. I don't want to pivot a whole lot. I know you have to pivot. You have to make adjustments to the plan, especially when you marketing, right? You have to. You want to make adjustments to the plan to dial it in to get it to where you need it. But like when I was looking at the numbers as far as search volume for Southeast Texas, there's a few ideologies that I could look at. I could either just try to stick it out and wait for the onesie twosies to come through, or should I cast my net in a bigger area to hopefully get some fish? I mean, to have a better shot at getting fish, right? And I think I'm at the point where I'm like, I've probably put in, probably how many videos have I put? I do not like this thing shaking like this. I'm going to switch stands. I was trying to use my gimbal, because I like it, but let me turn this off. Hold on, y'all. Delete that. It's gonna be kind of free form. Guess I can do it like that. So, I'm really considering pivoting, man. I'm gonna have to pivot because the search volume for Southeast Texas for Beaumont it's just not there. It's just not there. And I'm like, and I'm putting out some content. Now some might say, well, you have to make some better content, whatever. And I'm like, I make some decent content. So my only thing is just because I just don't know the area like that. Sometimes I feel like that might be an issue. I'm not sure. But I'm good at looking at data, and I can analyze the data and come to some conclusions, right? The advantage I have with Houston is that I know Houston, and I grew up there. Spent most of my life there. So, man. So right now I'm working on. So I actually pulled up this deal because I'm going to do a video that's on why I left Houston. And so I'm gonna do a video on that. And so I'm really dialing this thing in, right? Like we going in. And so what I did, I actually pulled that up I asked that question on ChatGPT to help me script out a video, right? So what I did, and then I also asked it to ask me some more questions so that it could help me really script out my thoughts and my experiences into this video. This is how you make a quality video. And so I'm going through it. I'm on question 6, which is the section 6 of these questions. There's a lot of questions, but maybe to just really kind of bust through it and share some stuff as I'm going through. So if you're okay with this, Houston might be for you. So what I'm doing, I'm talking about why I left Houston, and then I'm going to spin it back around as to why Houston might be a good fit for somebody. There is a reason that we left, and I'm gonna be authentic with that. But just because that's the reason that we left, that might be the reasons that people go. That's why when we come out here, we talk about people love Houston out here, which is fine, and I love Houston too because it's home. But there's a reason that people move to the city, and there's a reason that people move out of the city. And so we're the ones who want to move out of the city, but not far enough where I'm off grid. We wanted to go the off grid route, but then we're like, man, we ain't built for off grid, man. So we got to find somewhere that's in the middle, somewhere that's a little bit rural, but it's not too far from the city where I can get back into the city. I mean, we were initially just trying to really do that off grid dealing, man. Off grid name ain't for the lighthearted, man. For real, it's not for the lighthearted, for real. That ain't us. So let's see here. If you're okay with these, Houston might be for you, right? Fast-paced, heavy traffic, dense population who thrives in an environment. Yep. So I would say, yeah, fast-paced. It is a faster pace in Houston. Opportunities come and go, man. Opportunities come and go. And you can do some career pivots, come and go, career pivots, because there's so many careers in the area, right? From blue collar to white collar, to business opportunities. There are so many opportunities to really build any kind of career you want in Houston. That's why I like Houston. Honestly, that's why I genuinely like Houston. If you're a creator, you can create. If you want to stick with a white collar job and you want to climb the corporate ladder for that professional, in office, desk office climate, you can do that in Houston. Like, you don't have to go to New York. It's there in Houston. Like, it's there. You might have to find the industry, but it's there. You want to be the CEO boss, boss lady, you can do that. You want the CEO vibes, you can do that. It can be done in Houston. You don't think so, man? We have several multi-billion-dollar businesses that are strictly in Texas. HEB is one of them I think of a lot. Tim Federer, who owns the Rockets. And there's another one. I gotta look that list up, but there's a few like that are just Texas based, and they're Texas based billionaires. So I show that, I say that as an extreme because everybody don't want to be a billionaire, but if you want to be a few millionaire, man, it can be done right there. Now we don't have no Wall Street, but there's Wall Street-esque type of jobs if you're looking for something like that. There's plenty of opportunities in Houston, man. It's opportunity if you look for them, right? And I think that's really what I'm trying to get at. So the heavy traffic is real. I don't mind the heavy traffic. Heavy traffic is it's real. I don't mind it because I drove it for so many years. There's ways to work around certain times that you leave, and you can dance around it. But you got to get up. You want to get somewhere. You get up early, and man, that 5 o'clock life is real, man. 5 a.m. life. People are up, but it's different in Houston. People are up at 5 o'clock to go work out. Because these are high that's the term I'm looking for. High impact. These are high impact people. They get up early in the morning. They get after it. Crack of dawn, and they're out there. Grinding, busting it out, right? But heavy traffic. If you want a 40-minute commute, you can get it. You want your hour commute, you can get it. I personally, even with these, this is a good time for me to put on the audio book or a podcast and make some time out of it. That's really what I don't mind the commutes for. I get to listen to podcasts and audiobooks. Okay, and then so then see large scale diversity. How can someone maximize that? Yeah, it's a lot of large scale diversity. There are many cultural events and networking for every type. Because Houston is really a melting pot for every culture, every tribe. Culture, tribe, you name it, right? you can find it. I mean, there's big Asian populations, Middle Eastern, African, all over. I mean, we have our own Chinatown in Houston. It's real. You start getting sometimes some sides you see it's a little more Middle Eastern, right? I mean, you see the halals everywhere and all the things, right? You can find almost every culture, if not every culture, in Houston. Every culture, every religion, it all melts and pots into Houston for real. You can find it. So it helps you assimilate into an area, right? Where you can go and you can find networking and meetup groups of people that are like you. It comes together. So anyway, I'm putting this in here. There are several meetup groups for every kind. Career mobility, big networking, big market networking. 100%. Their career. Career mobility opportunities in different sectors. When you go to places like when you go to sections of town that are like, I mean, Red Oaks would probably say that's the high end. But if you go like Tanglewood, right, and you find some of the high net worth people, high income people, high income professions, you can see a lot of those really come out in those communities. There's career opportunities everywhere, from car business, energy, healthcare, political, whatever other industry you can think of, right? Entrepreneurship and of all kinds, all shapes and sizes can be done here in Houston. Like it's there's plenty of opportunity. And again, initially when I first started my professional career, we did, I guess you say, more of the MLM, multi-level marketing. We was always working on something on the side, right? And when I came in Houston, just proposed a better opportunity than us being out there in the country. So part of us wanting to move back to Houston the first time was to get closer to home for family. But it was really, honestly, it was about growing our business, and and that's really why I wanted to come back. So we just had a better shot. Like we were grinding, and we were doing the things. We were building little small teams, and then it would just crumble. Small teams crumble. But I just knew, like, man, I get to Houston, I can put together a team, and we could grow that thing, and that's why that's honestly the real reason as to why we moved back the very first time after my 3-year stint from college. High energy events, sports, nightlife. Yep. So we have those. We have the high energy parties. The nightlife is there. I'm not a nightlife person. That's not quite what we do. But I think where my wife and I are really getting to, we're kind of getting to really the bougie side, man. We like some luxury stuff. We'll go to Eddie V's. We'll indulge on some of those things because we like that. Yeah, we got the country in us, but we like luxury. So it's cool. It's just a different experience. You get what you pay for, right? And so we like those, and I think maybe if I just sharing just authentically and real. My response. Oh, shucks. All right, so they sent me an email. I meant to respond back. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what's up, Victor?
I had no idea Mom and Eric were gone.
Yeah, they I forgot. I got a call. I'm about to get on. HEB, exclusive realtor. 12:15 to 12:45.
Is it fun to make some of these?
That's fine. Yeah, you can make extra for me, but I got a call I'm here to get on.
Okay, well, I'll try my best to get some by the time.
Yeah, it's fine. And it's gonna be a Zoom, but just letting you know so you won't jump back and forth.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right, love you. Okay, so let me respond back to this. So we're gonna see how this goes. Oh no, something else. Okay, but yeah, I mean, so we plan out this video so we could do this right, and our energy advance. Sporting events, nightlife, and everything in between. Church events and everything in between can be found in Houston. Okay. So if someone is thinking about moving to Houston, what's the one thing you tell them to do first? How can people figure out if they're a Houston person or not before moving there? What's the biggest personal reason you took away from leaving a place you grew up in twice? Golly. So I mean, this is ChatGPT like asking me questions to really pull out the meat of this content for this video. See, when you make videos, I was listening to Omar El Takari the other day, and yesterday actually, and so what he was saying, and it just from his view and his impact at working with creators, gone are the days where you do 100 reps to and then eventually you find your groove and then you go viral. You could go viral. Today, if you make good content first, if you just make good content, your ability to be seen is a lot better. And I seen this on our own channel. Our channel our channel up to this point had been all about travel, and we stopped talking about it, and so then we lost that virality for really we lost the community for that travel, right? Because we weren't posting, and then they just kind of we weren't coming up in their feed, and that was it, right? Our engagement plummeted. But I did a video about something that was timely current event, and that video got 17,000 views. And I was like, interesting. We did another video on some Christian drama, right? And we got thousands of views. And I said, okay, there is something to this. Our channel was not coded for it. Our channel was not set for it, algorithm for it, none of it. But we've had a video that people kept their eyeballs on, and they engaged in that video, and that video grew. And so I knew then. So I figured out then, like, okay, then if I create a good video that keeps people attention, that keep them engaged in there, then they will watch it and YouTube will recommend it. So if I can do that better than anybody else locally, I could do that. I could win. And so when I look at just the sheer numbers, like even as I did it for even as I set my channel for Southeast Texas, I'm the only channel out there that's talking about living in the area, and there's a couple of one-offs, but I'm talking consistently living in the area, talking about the area. I'm the only channel, and it's grown. Like it's. I mean, I've garnered thousands of views in just 2 months, and I'm like, okay, but is if I see the limitation as far as people who are looking to move here and the amount of people moving and the ability to close deals and get people in the pipeline. Sales is about folks in the pipeline, right? I need more people in the pipeline. So the only way to do that is I can go two routes. If I continue the free route through education and doing that thing through YouTube, then that's organic growth, organic leads, free. I go paid, and then I jump into I stop the scroll and present my value. It's another option, but that's paid, and you have to force it. I don't want to do that. I don't have the budget for it right now, so I have to do. So what I do have on my side right now is time, and so I can concentrate my time in creating a quality video that could organically move faster than I could force ads out there for. Eventually, I will get the ads. Eventually, I will get to pulling those things in. But I'll probably have a better dialed in system by the time I get to that point, because I've been generating organic traffic and organic leads at the speed in which I can handle them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's also key too. Like, you don't want to, honestly, I don't want to just have 20 leads tomorrow. I'm going to be in trouble because I have to develop a process to handle these leads, and I know that. And so that means I'm going to have some bumps in the road and figuring it out, and some masterminding to really dial this thing in, because I'm doing it solo. So that's where I'm at on that. So what I'm gonna do with this, what I did, I looked and I saw, okay, I went to, tell you the channel I went to. I'm looking at answerthepublic.com, and man, answerthepublic.com is really helping me get a good view as to data. Man, I need data. I'm a data person. I'm a calculated risk person, right? Me jumping out to do real estate full time is a calculated risk. I know I have a limited timetable, and I know the impact that I need to create in order to put people in the pipeline. Honestly, really what it is to set the stage so God could do His part. Right. That's how I roll. And so that is where I am at. I'm going to do this meeting. Okay. He said, he already joined. Okay, so I'm gonna do this meeting. We'll see what this meeting's about. I think they're trying to sell me. I don't think it's I don't know if it's a real opportunity with HEB. We go see. I've been surprised before. But honestly, I'm if someone's gonna do an ad, and they want some social media stuff, some social media connections, I'm not gonna pay for it. No, I haven't ever paid to be featured in something that they're trying to generate traffic for. Does that make sense? So, but that's crazy. I've gotten all kind of little ads about we're there's a golf course and we're gonna be handing out pamphlets. You know, we're gonna we're gonna do 2,000 pamphlets, and that's 2,000 people who are gonna see your stuff. Man, I'm not doing it. So we're gonna see what they talking about. The meeting starts at 12:15. I think he already started it. He already started. We go see, man. I don't know if it's real. All right. Anyway, let me jump in here and go see what's up. Yeah. So about what I thought. They were looking to sell some geofencing services, which is actually pretty cool. I just don't have a budget for it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't have a budget for it, so it ain't happening. Which is why I'm using YouTube. Right? That's why I'm using YouTube to grow my influence, get leads through organic traffic. By providing good quality content, organic traffic, we can get leads in the pipeline. Yeah, quality leads in the pipeline. And this is what every person who has done it right, even if they just threw something at the wall, they got some leads, right? Good quality leads. And so that's what we're gonna do. And I'm at the point where I have to pivot cities, which means I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the road driving, but the benefit outweighs the risk. Does that make sense? Yeah. I think I can do it intelligently. So coming from corporate America, we actually, just being down here in the South, they have lead sales roles that are out of Houston, and they will cover Beaumont. They'll cover Southeast Texas, and so typically they'll pop into Southeast Texas, every other week or once a month or something like that. And I think I'm going to do something similar. It might be something like that where Houston becomes my feature city, and then I sprinkle in Beaumont to capture build influence for folks who are searching for those, and my videos come up for them, and they see some stuff, and then they reach out. That then is going to be my focus. So, because we got to start catching some fish like ASAP. You know what I'm saying? ASAP. So anyway, the baby's crying. I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna finish working on my layout here. Okay, let me show y'all my setup, y'all. This is my setup. So, whoa. This is my whole setup. I got a monitor there, monitor here, stuff I'm working on here. So where is my? Let me show you my. Pull up my little notes. Come on. So this is the video planning that I'm doing. Like this ain't no joke, man. This is me. This is my planning for the scripting of my video. So I've learned. Let me tell you, man, ChatGPT has changed the game for how I can the problems that I coming from vlogging to putting together quality content. I don't script to just read the script. I script to have points because I can scroll a lot, right? So to have points to make sure I'm hitting the emotional points of that video, and to make sure I strategically connect the dots. And so it's a lot more. I do a lot more planning with my videos now, and then I roll from there. So, anyways, let me go take care of the baby. I'll be back, and I'll finish working on this. We'll get the video script, and then we'll record this thing. Yeah. So about what I thought they're looking to sell some geofencing services, which is actually pretty cool. I just don't have a budget for it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't have a budget for it, so it ain't happening. Which is why I'm using YouTube. Right? That's why I'm using YouTube to grow my influence, get leads through organic traffic. By providing good quality content, organic traffic, we can get leads in the pipeline. Yeah, quality leads in the pipeline. And this is what every person who has done it right, even if they just threw something at the wall, they got some leads, right? Good quality leads. And so that's what we're gonna do. And I'm at the point where I have to pivot cities, which means I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the road driving, but the benefit outweighs the risk. Does that make sense? Yeah. I think I can do it intelligently. So coming from corporate America, we actually, just being down here in the South, they have lead sales roles that are out of Houston, and they will cover Beaumont. They'll cover Southeast Texas, and so typically they'll pop into Southeast Texas, every other week or once a month or something like that. And I think I'm going to do something similar. It might be something like that where Houston becomes my feature city, and then I sprinkle in Beaumont to capture build influence for folks who are searching for those, and my videos come up for them, and they see some stuff, and then they, they reach out. They reach out. And then I think I'm going to do something similar. It might be something like that where Houston becomes my feature city, and then I sprinkle in Beaumont to capture build influence for folks who are searching for those, and my videos come up for them, and they see some stuff, and then they that thing is gonna be my focus. So, because we got to start catching some fish like ASAP. You know what I'm saying? ASAP. So anyway, the baby's crying. I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna finish working on my layout here. Look at them. Show y'all my setup, y'all. This is my setup. So whoa, this is my whole setup. I got a monitor there, monitor here, stuff I'm working on here. So where is my? Let me show you my. Pull up my little notes. Come on. So this is the video planning that I'm doing. Like this ain't no joke, man. This is me. This is my planning for the scripting of my video. So I've learned. Let me tell you, man. ChatGPT has changed the game for how I can the problems that I coming from vlogging to putting together quality content. I don't script to just read the script. I script to have points because I can scroll a lot, right? So to have points to make sure I'm hitting the emotional points of that video, and to make sure I strategically connect the dots. And so it's a lot more. I do a lot more planning with my videos now, and then I roll from there. So anyways, let me go take care of the baby. I'll be back, and I'll finish working on this. We'll get the video script, and then we'll record this thing. All right, so I'm trying to make a video. So I'm so excited. I just got this new lens for this camera, which is going to be, this is the wide lens that I needed, that didn't fisheye, but able to give me that wide angle shot when I used for real estate. And so I actually like it for vlogging too. And this actually sits me in frame pretty good. You kind of get a little perspective. My little office studio here. One thing I like about listings, I'm just while I'm at it here. One thing I like about listings is that I had someone call about my listing. It wasn't going to be a good fit for them, but actually able to pick up a new client. You know, so I was talking with this potential client about this property, and so kind of got the parameters what she's looking for, and we go send her some properties and see what goes from there. It is always about pivoting though, right? So I learned that from being in sales, just the ability to be able to pivot. So we're having a conversation. Listen, my offer is not going to be a good fit for them, but let's see if we can figure out what the offer would be. So I was like, hey, so what are you looking for in a home? Okay, well this home, what I'm offering this home is probably be a good fit for you, but what else are you looking for? You look at other homes in the area, boom, boom, and that's how the conversation went. And so I got to find out what the parameters were, what why she looking to move, all the things. So the skill set to pivot is critical in sales. You gotta know which way to go. Don't just be so one track minded, like, man, I gotta sell this house and just sell it. You find out, people call, especially unrepresented. Well, what you looking for? Maybe this might not be a good fit, but man, I can help you find something that's going to be a good fit for you, and shift the conversation, and now you got a new customer. So I had someone call about it. I mean, today's been a day. I actually got 3 calls on this listing today, which is really great, because I'm like, man, we gotta get this thing moving, man. Just get this thing sold. But it's not a cut and dry deal. It's more of an investor property, so that it has that. Sorry, I need to lock this. Hold on. Turn this around. There you go. So, yeah. So. Learn to pivot. All right, so I'm still working on the video. My little one is in here. Hey, big girl. What are you playing with? I was glad that I got this new lens. I'm so excited about this lens. It's gonna help me have the wide angle shot that I want, because I have a 14 to 30 something mil. What is it? The standard mil that comes with my camera. I have a Panasonic G7, and so I have a 14 to 42 mil. This is the standard that comes with it. Typically, I've been vlogging with this, but you know, I like the wide angle look from the cell phone that you get with the cell phone. And so this lens here gives me that wider angle view, but also the clarity as well. Like I like the, say it's a manual prime lens, so I dialed in and focus it, and it stays focused. Oh. Yes, big girl. Okay, here you go. Lock this. I'm trying to vlog on my gimbal here, but you know, I lock this in. And as long as I stay within that range, like, so this is the manual focus, right? So as long as I stay in that range, range is pretty wide as far as the clarity for this lens. As long as I stay in that range, it stays in focus. So I'm actually starting to really consider some more prime lenses, like a prime lens for vlogging. I think this is actually gonna be really, really good. That way I always know when I turn the camera on, no matter how far I have it from me, it's locked in, right? My clarity is gonna be solid, and then from there, you know, it's good to go. So still, yes, big girl. What you doing? Playing with that? So in the beginning, right? All you have, you just have time and money. Lunch. Mm-hmm. Just cut this part out, Roland. Yeah. Here you go. There's some water. Boom. I'll get some water. Okay, so we got sunflower down. We got bubble down for nap time. So I'm gonna make some tea, and then get back at it. So look, I'm still working on this video. Man, I got no light over here. Still working on the video for. Okay, so got my tea. I'm still planning out this video. So I'm on the last finishing touches of my questionnaire from, the questionnaire from ChatGPT to really dial in how to really articulate this video. So someone is thinking about moving to Houston. What's the one thing that you tell them to do first? Someone's moving to Houston. What would be the first thing I would tell them to do first? Is really ask yourself, how far do you want to be? How far are you willing to commute? Are you willing to commute? The reason I say that is because Houston isn't like some other cities, especially if you come from the East Coast where this real tight knit, you could jump on a train and kind of travel everywhere. That's not how Houston is. That's not how Texas is. Texas isn't tight knit like that, right? You're gonna have to drive. So you want to be comfortable with how far you can drive. So how long are you willing to commute? I think is how far are you willing to commute is really the question. And it's not so much as far as time. How far or how much time are you willing to commute is really the big question. Now, how can people figure out if they are a Houston person or not before moving here? Do you prefer a lot of amenities? And I would say, and it's more like do you prefer a lot of amenities? More like extracurricular amenities versus a local amenity. So what I mean by that is some communities will have things to do inside the community, like inside the master plan community, parks, pools, gyms, all those things. They might have that inside the community. Some of these master plans, a lot of these master plan communities have, they have little lakes in there, ponds that you can go fishing in, all the things, trails you can run. Shoots, you can hang out right there. After a while, that monotony does become monotonous. So then you want to look at, well, are you willing to, do something else? Are you willing to would you prefer being, would you prefer, do you want, so amenities, the greater amenities where people might travel to come to the area, right? Like the gym, like bigger gyms, shopping, that. Shopping, grocery stores, those sort of things is the next bigger amenities, right? Okay. And I'm gonna say grocery stores, restaurants, shopping, and even airport as well. Because depending on the type of job that you have, if you have a job where you travel a lot, man, you might not want to be too far from a airport you're gonna spend a lot of time at, right? It's not a big deal, but it is too, because you have two things you consider with the airport: traffic and the planes, right? Do you want to hear the planes coming in? Because where I lived, I heard planes come in all the time. I grew up in the highway airport, so I hear planes and trains all the time. Do you want to hear that? What's the biggest lesson? What's the biggest personal lesson you took away from leaving a place you grew up twice? Biggest lesson I learned. Tell you what, man, when you do some of these videos, sometimes they really make you dig deep, man, and be real. I'd probably say there's no place like home. No place like home, man. unless you really feel called to go to this to another area, right? I don't know, because I lived in some places, I felt like a stranger in many of those. I'm an outsider in and trying to establish a home in another place, right? And we've done that for a long time. And no place is really settled like home. If I'm being real, like even just now, like even like now where we're at now, there's still no place like home. You know what I'm saying? I think the next thing would be would be the next thing. Next thing would be opportunities. The next closest place that I ever felt close to being like home. I ain't burning this battery already. Golly. Charger here, a little dual charger. Where's my phone? Man. Okay. There's a ton of opportunities. I think every time I've left Houston, and maybe it was for an opportunity, whether my career advancement in the company that I was with, school, but Houston, it just has a lot of opportunity to go big. And I think that's what I'm thinking about. It's just the ability to go big. You can go big in Houston, in any field, right? Like for real. And then you can create a name and content for yourself that can set you on a trajectory of life-changing trajectory. That's real. And I think that's really what I'm about to land on here is opportunities are there. I mean, there's reasons, and I'm not, just because I'm black hair a lot, black hair, everybody think I listen to rap and all that stuff. I don't, and I didn't. But 50 Cent, right? 50 Cent moved to Houston, Texas. It's crazy. It actually surprised me how many celebrities actually live in Houston, let alone Texas. But there are, and there's a reason. People, there's a lot of opportunities in Houston, man, for all shapes and sizes. And then the way Texas is even going now, just trying to become the next third coast. I mean, you got a lot of for real recording studios coming up in Austin. Like it's real. And North Houston, they're trying to make Houston the next third coast, and I mean it's well on its way. So I think opportunities are endless for for different segments of business. Again, I definitely come from the professional standpoint. White collar jobs. That's just what I did. I had a white collar job, but I worked in blue collar environments. But like that, so it was fun. But you gotta be professional. But you hung out with the dudes, man, and it was cool. But there's all types of sales, right? I mean, you have that, but then you have, and just in being in industrial supplies, you touched all segments. So I mean, yeah, you might have the ones where you might have been dealing with manufacturing or in the trenches with some of these clients, customers. But then you have the ones where I called on office buildings, right? And I would go in office buildings and business buildings and work with the maintenance team or the property manager to come up with plans to improve the energy efficiency of buildings, right? It was so I found myself, which is super cool. I just think this is so cool though. I found myself, so when we go to Houston Memorial City Mall, I've been on every roof of Memorial City Mall and not City Center, but Memorial City Mall, Memorial City, and that whole. I've been on every roof, which is super cool, right? It was like midday, and I'm walking across the Skywalk roof, man. It was legit. So, we just had all kind of cool opportunities to do stuff like that. But that was a sales job. Who would have knew sales would have you on top of a roof somewhere? Yeah. But I found out there's all kind of different sales jobs, Anyways, I think opportunities are endless for different industries. Let me do industries. Okay, so now I have this. I'm gonna take this information here, and then I'm going to put it back into ChatGPT to help me script a video, and then I'm gonna shoot the video. Now, the platform I use, I'll be able to hit my webcam here. So I have my webcam here. It is. So I have my webcam set up here. You got some going on here. My two monitors. This monitor I usually have on my laptop, but when I'm looking at a lot of information, it's cool to have that third screen. Just talk about just one thing on the lens. I got the 7 Artesian lens. I've used my key and the 7 Artesian. I've had good luck with these manual prime lenses, and so this is the one I got here. It's a f3.5, which means it doesn't open up. I mean, it gets light, but it's not. The lower the number you get, the more light you get the light in. So it works really good for low light. But I won't be in a lot of low light settings. So, because I'm usually looking at houses, I'm gonna be outside, right? So, I think it's gonna work fine for architectural and residential, commercial photography and videography. So that's what I'm going to really use this lens for. I got a chance. I walked around the house to see what it's going to look like, and it gives what I'm trying to do. Baby, half sleep. I'm going to go in there. I put her down, but she didn't jump right back up, so I'm going to go back in there. So we're going to finish this. All right. So I'm taking this. I'm dropping my responses. I'm going to say, here are my responses. Here are my responses. Help me craft an entertaining video. I also need to strategically keep the viewers' attention throughout the video. Help me with ideas and transitions throughout the video script. Okay, so I give ChatGPT these instructions to help me kind of boom. And one thing I did too is that I said that this is the length of the video that I would like to make too. I wanted So it's helped me script out and flow to meet my time that I'm trying to do, that my time that I want to stick to with this video. So let's see about this hook. Growing up in the rough side of Houston taught me a lot, like how to sleep through sirens and gunshots, but that's not why I left twice. But in this video, you'll know exactly if Houston's the right place for you, or if you'll be packing your bag, if you're packing your boxes like I did. That's a pretty interesting hook. Let me ask you. So I'm asking you to give me three hooks. I'm saying, give me 3 hooks. I grew up in Houston hearing sirens every night. Came back as an adult for career opportunities. Then I left again. Here's why. And you'll know if Houston is right for you. Okay, that's one. Houston gave me career opportunities I could have never imagined, but it also gave me hurricanes for 40-minute commutes in a case of lifestyle fatigue. If you're okay with those, Houston might be your dream city, but it wasn't mine. Dang. So I'm trying to capture their mind, right? We got the story hook. Okay, and then challenge. If you think you can handle the heat, the traffic, and the hustle of one of America's biggest cities, Houston might be perfect for you. I thought I could until I packed up and left twice. I guess I naturally flow with the story side. But I do like the contrast side too. Houston gave me career opportunities I could have never imagined, but also gave me hurricanes, 40-minute commutes, and a case of lifestyle fatigue. If you're okay with those, Houston might be your dream city, but it wasn't mine. That's pretty interesting. I think I like that because it challenges a little bit. It's contrast. There's a I want someone to say, watch this. Okay, let me put this in here. Let me say, give me some more contrasting, thought-provoking hooks. Y'all in it with me real time, man. We getting it. So opportunity versus freedom. Houston gave me more career opportunities than anywhere else in Texas, but I traded them for a slower life, some chickens, and a few acres of land. I don't like that. In Houston, I had a great job, a solid routine, and a growing network. So why did I walk away from it all for a town most people have never heard of? No, big city versus real life. Houston has everything: food, culture, nightlife, networking, but it didn't have the one thing I wanted most. And it took leaving to figure that out. That's not bad. I left Houston, came back for opportunities, and I left again. If this city is so good, why couldn't I stay? Nah, I don't like that. Houston was comfortable, stayed a paycheck, family close by, but comfort can be a trap, and I had to leave to see it. No. No, I think I like that first one. Houston gave me career opportunities I could have never imagined, but it also gave me hurricanes, 40-minute commutes, and a case of lifestyle fatigue. If you're okay with those, Houston might be your dream city, but it wasn't mine. I think that's good. I like that. I'm gonna say let's go with 2. Let's go with number 2. Just so they know. So let's go with this one. And then we'll script, and then just go script out the video. Start with quick 1-second B-roll cuts. Skyline shot of Houston. News clip of hurricane coverage. Dash cam style traffic shot. 40-minute commutes. Walking in your real property with animals. Contrast payoff. So So we'll see if that will work. Okay, so one thing I do like is that it said it gave me some opportunity, it gave me some ideas for B-roll. So, what you can one thing you could do, you go to Pixels and go to pixels.com and let's see if I can find some B-roll. Let me create a folder for this. So I'm gonna call this folder, I'm gonna say Houston B-roll. And what that does, you can just start stocking up on some Houston B-roll that you could use for other videos. And you basically just kind of drop those in while you're talking about it. So while you talking, and so you think about that, you really did it with any of your cities, right? So I'm gonna go Pixels. Here's some video. I'm just gonna say Houston, Texas. What we got? Okay. I found a nice drone of the nice drone shot of the downtown. Great, that's good. So I'm gonna name this HTX downtown. Nice. I like that. Okay. So it said. So we got downtown. Where did it gave me? What? Okay. News clip of hurricane coverage. Skyline of Houston. News clip of hurricane coverage. See Houston hurricane. Let's see. That's palm trees. They ain't using. Could be. Dang, that's nice. That ain't Houston. Bro, is that Houston? Good night. Is that Houston? Ooh, that is pretty. So this one's a night sky Houston. Oh, that's gorgeous, man. Nighttime lapse. Man, it's beautiful. That's a good shot right there. So I'm just grabbing some B-roll that I'll be able to overlay onto a video. I need something with a hurricane now. Houston right there. I know this spot. It's an art wall they have in Houston. It's nice. I think should be Houston. Looks like Goodwill. Gotta be Houston. Oh, that's a nice shot of Houston too. Dang. That's beautiful. It might be Houston. I don't know. Yeah, Hurricane Harbor. Dang it. That's nice. A little old school right there. That's Houston too. I think. No, it's not. I have to pull a news clip and then clip that to overlay. So
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks behind to weeks ahead of my deadlines. You see, I used to just bedrot all day getting nothing done. And you know that feeling?
In August of 2005, Hurricane Katrina showed the world just what happens when Mother Nature is pitted against years of poor engineering. Status of the impacted communities today. Welcome, Harvey. The system was expected to move through the winter teams. The National Hurricane Day, or you had a day. The day one excessive rainfall outlook high risks lasted from August 25th until September 1st. And so I'm wondering, did any of that ring any major alarm bells once the rainfall forecast started coming in?
Yeah, so what ended up happening was I remember this very clearly. The solar eclipse, total solar
Space City weather. I like Space City weather. They're legit.
eclipse occurred that the case. I'd gone and taken a walk during the
Issued a tropical storm watch for Mexico and Texas. 100,000 sandbags. New Orleans was also concerned because of the city losing long lines for gas were abundant. It was about to throw at the state.
Hurricane Harvey churning in the Gulf of Mexico and gaining strength.
You can feel the wind picking up right now. This isn't nothing. This is nothing.
You'll see the texture in the clouds for the end of the sequence. Wrap it around.
Harvey is coming out right now. Dozens of school districts are canceling class.
I think I like this video. I'm gonna use this one. This was a recent, but I'm gonna download it and I'll clip it. YouTube. Man, that was one that I used yesterday. That was really good. I was trying, y'all. I was gonna try to record it, and then, get it all doctored up, make it look nice. I can't. I'm just gonna go live. I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna hit it. We'll hit the information. I'm gonna hit the scripts, and be done with it. Yeah, be done with it. Can I be honest? I like that. I like going live. I think going live, it allows me to just straight shoot, say it how it is, right? And share from the heart. I want the user experience to be pleasant, the viewer experience to be pleasant. So what I did in my program that I go live with, I found that I can take the clips and I can overlay the clips. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to overlay the clips as I'm talking. So let me see if I can show you. You can kind of see here. See, I can talk. So I'm kind of walking through it. I can talk and then I can overlay it and then bring it back, right? I got some skylines and some clips and things. So I think I'm just gonna do that, and that way the user has an experience as I'm going through, but then I'm just talking about it, man. I'm just talking about it, just being real. Another thing that I've done too is kind of just screen share into my conversation. So I might do that, but I think I like it because more from a story. It's like a story, right? And I just want to share that story. And I just get so like, man, let's just do this, man, and go. Because honestly, here's the deal. I'm not the best editor. I can do enough. I can do enough to be dangerous. So I figure if I just hit it. If the viewer has a good experience, I'm talking, I'm sharing with them. They can hear me well and they can see me well. I deliver those two, then their listening experience is good and the viewer experience is good. But the content is what's solid. And I notice if I have good content, people stick around. Like my best local video so far, pros and cons of living in Beaumont. And I just flat out delivered the info. The video that I went viral with on my original channel, we just sat on the couch and we just chatted. You know what I'm saying? And I just found that to just be me, you know? So I'm gonna play on that and we're gonna see how it goes. So I'm just checking it out, making sure it's gonna flow right. Turning points, lifestyle, fatigue, weather, hurricanes. Okay. Professional, okay. Hustle culture, balancing career with real estate investing. Okay, yep. Actually, I need to pull some more pictures that I can overlay into the conversation. Okay. What another thing my wife and I, when we do on our channel, we would go live and we would just talk about things that are going on, and man, we just share those things. So I think I'm gonna do something like that too. So let's go. I think on my channel I have some clips from me trying out for the Olympic team. I was vlogging it. It was you know, was what it was. I think, did I put it on here? I think it is on this channel. Might be on this channel that y'all watching. That you're watching on right now. Go back to my archive playlist. Dang it. Build projects. Come on. Let me go to studio. I think I have business ideas. Dang it. Did I No way. Where are my older videos? Did I take them off? Alright, maybe it's on my other channel. Maybe my other channel. Let me see here. Alright, so I just finished the recording. Hold on. So I went ahead and went live. I just finished it. The one thing that I did wrong, I hate when this happens. The audio, man, like it didn't pick up that I had the USB connected, so it took the audio from the laptop. And I hate when it does that because it just doesn't. It's not as crispy, and I don't. If the audio's not podcast quality, man, it really bugs me, you know. Shucks. I want that listener experience to be dialed in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little upset about that. And my pole camera is give me the blues. But I hate when it happens. I worked. I got my thumbnail. I think I got my thumbnail dialed in. I'm working on chapters now. Whenever you make a video, especially as you do long form, make sure you put chapters in there. You want that experience to be as clean and crispy as possible, especially if it's long that they can skip to some different parts. So I'm gonna go through right now, put in the chapters and update it while it's saving, so people will look in it. They can start skipping through the video. I know some people will say because it was live, so when it's live, it's kind of already out there. So I think I'm gonna adjust the title a little bit too. I'm just going to leave the title at "Why I Left Houston, Texas," and then my thumbnail is this is one of them. I mean, I'll probably do some split tests, but I say I'm done with chaos. So "Why I Left Houston, Texas," I'm done with chaos. So I think I'm having my thumbnail complete the thought as I go into the beginning of the video. There's a lot of psychology behind this, and I ain't quite got it all the way dialed in, but I'm trying to forward think that, right? What is someone thinking about when they see this video, and what they're gonna click on it and see and watch it? I just really don't like my doggone audio, man. So that means I'm probably gonna end up recording it again, and I might do it from the camera right here and just talk about it, and I might not have my overlays, or I might just record the whole thing again, you know. It happens, man. I just hate when it happens, but it happens. So I'm gonna go through the video right now and put in my chapters, and then pretty much be done with the video. See what it does over the next couple of days before I'm gonna just re-record it. So, and we'll see. So, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I might have to re-record it because I'm going back and listen to it, and I don't like the audio experience. Like now, like even with this, I have a boom mic that comes on so you can hear me clearly, right? And I don't like how I sound far away from the microphone here, and that's gonna lose a lot of people who just tune in. Even the people who's tuning into the live, they probably got off because the audio just wasn't just crispy. You know what I'm saying? I want crispy audio, so I think I'm gonna re-record it. Dang. Man. All right, I'm gonna re-record it real quick. Yeah, I was talking to my wife, and I was just like, I don't know, man. We might have to redo it. So, check my microphone. Mic looks good. I still got some good battery life. Receiver. I think too. What I need to do too. I'm thinking about getting a USB microphone that just goes straight into the computer. I think I might do that, and I might just kind of be done with this whole setup here. Because it's actually, I mean, the microphone isn't that much. It's like 30 bucks. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to tune this up, make sure that I'm received well, and then I'm just going to re-record it. So I'll let you know. So I double checked it to make sure that my audio is connected. It's connected how I would like it now. So we're just going to re-record this because I just unlisted the video. That way, when you unlist it, then you keep the data that you get from it, like get the views, the view counts, the click-through rates, all that stays when you unlist it. Even though it's not a lot of views, I mean, it's all good. I'm gonna go with it, and we're just gonna re-record it. Sucks. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna let the vlog roll because you can't really see it on the camera here, and we're gonna go for it. Where's my hook? I had my hook. Dang it. Flow. Shucks. Where's my hook at? Okay, oh, I see what I did wrong. So let me go back to the hook here. Dang it, where is my hook? I think I'm just gonna have to reflections. I like it, but unfortunately that's what I don't like about ChatGPT sometimes. It's not organized in a way that I would like it. So I think best practice, I probably should just start copying the script part and then putting it all in notes and kind of looking at it from there versus trying to look at it through the lens of Chat GPT. So let's do that for this one and let's see if it flows. Why I left Houston. But the good thing is thumbnail's done and why I left Houston video script or video outline, I'm gonna say. Okay, so boom, we got that. Okay, then we just need to pull up that hook again. I mean, my hook, man. Trying to find that hook. Bro, I'm for real confused. Where's my hook at? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right, I'm ready. So we go do this again. I'm going to. I could keep the headset. I might not. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it adds a little bit to the look, but I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna take it off. All right. I'm gonna double check, make sure my audio is good. Audio, camera, got that. Audio. There's the USB device. Mic check 1 2. Okay, so that's looking good. All right, we are ready to roll. I'm gonna go live again and then hit it. So. Houston gave me career opportunities that I could have never imagined. And it also gave me hurricanes, 40 plus minute commutes, you know, and honestly, a case of lifestyle fatigue. So if you're okay with those, Houston might be your dream city, but it wasn't mine. In this video, I'm going to share with you why I left Houston not once, but twice, and help you figure out if Houston is a city that you should run to. Okay. Whew. Just finished it. Oh my gosh, my eyes. Just finished recording. Oh, my eyes are burning. Okay. All right. So I just finished recording. And it didn't hit as bad. It didn't hit as well as the first one did, to be honest with you. So I'm a little upset about that. But hopefully it's gonna hit for somebody who's watching it, and it brings some value to them. And I think that's really all that matters. That's why I like going live, man. I just hit it. Just go for it. Yeah. So, anyways. Gotta go pick up my daughter. Someone who changed careers midlife and started a new career as a real estate content creator. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and keep up with the journey.